Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw. In this video, we're going to talk about Basement Bodybuilding's statement that he doesn't care for strength and what it means for you. Before I get into this topic, if you guys have any questions or comments, drop them down below. If you need coaching, I'd love to help. Check out the link down below. All right, so I don't really watch a lot of YouTube videos lately. Certainly not a lot of fitness content. If I'm watching YouTube, it's late at night waiting for my wife to get out of the shower, right? And I'm just perusing through the, cycling through the endless YouTube that's fed to me. Not watching a lot of YouTube content. But this morning, I happened to check on Basement Bodybuilding. Occasionally, when I feel inspired, I go check to see what some of my favorites are doing, like Basement, like GVS, etc. And he made a really good video, one that I connected with a lot about things that he doesn't do that are basically part and parcel of the lifting industry, the lifting world, the muscle building world. A lot of the things I don't do, so I really connected with the video. I think it's noble in a sense just to go your own way and not to lockstep with things. That's been a big part of what I have always tried to focus on in my life in general. I think you're more happy when you do that. As long in the muscle building world, as long as you are playing by the main rules, you are safe. And the main rules are things I talk about on this channel over and over again, the general pillars of success, things you can't avoid, things you can't escape. Those are mentioned in my book, Massive Omnibus. There's basically 10 major pillars that I detail. But outside of that sales pitch, I want to talk about strength and what it means for you. Now, he mentioned that he doesn't care about strength, and that's absolutely fine. I care about strength, and that's absolutely fine. But if you are an individual that's trying to go your own way in the muscle building world, and you have two guys that kind of are at the opposite end of that spectrum, not all spectrums, we are very united on most things, but you have two guys that are at the end of that spectrum. He doesn't care about strength. I do care about strength. I love strength. What does it mean for you? What does it mean for your training? What does it mean for how you should train when it comes to muscle building? Now, another point he made is that if he could, he'd probably focus on machines. And me, I love machines, but I love dumbbells and barbells. I love a mix. I love to have that mix in my workout. So we're kind of at different ends of that spectrum as well. I love dumbbells. I love dumbbells almost more than I love barbells. And then when I'm done with my barbell and dumbbell stuff, I like to do machine work and really focus and really nail the last bit of my training for that body part. But this isn't about me and this isn't about him. The question is, what does it mean for your training? The thing I want to stress here is that there is a spectrum here. You can care about strength. You don't have to care about strength. Either wherever you fall on that spectrum is okay. I want you guys to understand that you don't have to lockstep. If you follow this channel, you don't have to lockstep. Hey, he loves strength. I have to love strength. And if you follow Basement Bodybuilding, you don't have to lockstep with his beliefs. Hey, he doesn't care about strength, so I don't need to care about strength. I want to encourage you guys to go your own way. The bigger picture when it comes to muscle building is always going to be hard training and consistency. Strength will flow from hard training. Even though Basement Bodybuilding doesn't care for strength, he's a lot stronger than he was when he started. That's a given. And he's not there chasing strength, and that's perfectly okay. What we always want to focus on is hard training and progressive overload. Progressive overload is just trying to push a little bit harder than you did last time. Progressive overload is sometimes we can get caught in the progressive overload weeds. The real magic in muscle building is hard training. And if you are training hard, things are going to grow because that's fertile ground. You're getting in there, you're crushing your sets, you're trying to maximize your sets, and things are going to grow from that ground. You're going to get stronger than when you started, even if you don't care about strength and you never care about strength. My first book, Massive Iron, was all about pushing a set trying to get as much as you can out of every single rep and every single set. What I talked about in that video was you want to maximize every single set. You want to get everything you can out of a set. And when you get everything you can out of a set, you're going to get everything you can out of a workout, and you're going to maximize the muscle building process. Me and Basement Bodybuilding are on the same sheet of music when it comes to that. And strength training, loving strength training or not loving, or loving strength or not loving strength, it's an optional thing. You don't have to love strength, but it's okay to love strength. One of the things I started talking about back around 2006 and 2007 was the concept of power building. I'm not going to say I invented the concept, but during my earlier years with Muscle and Brawn and Muscle and Strength, and even writing for other outlets like Critical Bench, I used the word pretty relentlessly. It's something I liked, a concept that I liked. I didn't create the word. I didn't, use a definition of the word that existed prior. To be quite honest with you, when I introduced the word into my writing, I didn't even know it existed previously. It was just a word that I thought I had created for something that I like. Power building is basically the love of muscle building and the love of strength. I love big strength. I love strength on the big four. I love having big numbers on the big four, but I train them like a bodybuilder. I train them with focus. I'm not just doing random reps. I'm very focused on getting as much as I can out of sets. But to tack onto that, to layer onto that, I love strength, and I love strength on the big four. I love strength on everything. I love strength on pendlay rows and dumbbell rows. I love being super strong, but understand that is optional. You certainly have to use progressive overload. You certainly have to use hard training, and strength will come from hard training, but you don't have to be obsessed with strength to build muscle. It's not a requirement. So here we have that spectrum of Basement Bodybuilding doesn't love strength, and me absolutely loves strength. You don't even have to think about it. You don't have to worry about it. The reason why I made this video is because a lot of people are going to, they might come to him. They'll come to me, I know, and they'll say, he made a video about strength, not liking strength. And what do you think about it? This is what I think about it. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be in his corner or my corner. It's not a battle. Lifting is about enjoyment, right? If you want to build muscle, there are rules in place, and you have to follow the rules. But outside of that, this industry has so much bullshit, right? It just heaps so many unnecessary rules, and so much stress, and so much fighting, and so much bickering and arguing over studies, and arguing over little minor details like this. It's not a battle. These things aren't battles. I want you guys to be free, and that's something I've talked a lot about this year, to be free to go in the gym and fucking enjoy your training. He enjoys his training. I enjoy my training. I respect him. I'm sure he respects me, and we both understand this is a spectrum. And you could wake up tomorrow and love strength. You could be hardcore bodybuilding. Who cares about strength? And you could wake up tomorrow and love strength. That's the beautiful thing about life. Don't box yourself in. Don't become a dogmatist. Don't just join some random fucking camp. Be yourself. Do what you love and enjoy your training. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.